Welcome back to another, let's say, first impressions. So, I did a stream of Symmetry. I'm going to presume that's how it's pronounced. And I thought this was an okay game, but a little difficult at times. So when I wrote the, well, this is what I played this week thing, I kind of knocked it for that. And admittedly, yes, that was my opinion, and I still hold by that opinion. However, the game has updated since then, updated since I last played it, and updated since release. I think I played it a day after release. This copy was provided by the publisher? Possibly the developer. Anyway, not important. The important part is playing the game. I don't know how to explain this, but it feels very much a story-based rogue-lite when it's on the hard mode, or rogue-like. I don't know the difference between the two. It's also very management style. There's a lot to this game, and from what I've read about it and what I've seen other people say about it, it's supposed to be better now, and I want to have a go at it. So, let's begin a new game on normal difficulty. Hard as the original.
A planet everybody was afraid of. A mission nobody wanted. A signal which lured them. And a landing which triggered a nightmare.
Ooh, so they're liberals. Right, so this is the crew. Desmond, Kate, and Jacob. Why could she not be called Molly? God damn it. I said this in the stream, and I'll say it again. Desmond said to Molly in the marketplace. No? Okay. So, this opening part is quite laggy, so I'm going to zoom in as soon as possible. I don't know why. Well, it was laggy before. Don't know why. Possibly fixed now. Ah, yes. Yeah, it's a little laggy. Let's zoom in. Yes, very nice. When zoomed in, you can hover the mouse over the characters. I'm going to skip the tutorial because, as much as that does help, I've seen it a couple times now, so I don't need to see that. These are the characters. Desmond, no, that's Jacob, Kate, and Desmond. Jacob, Kate, Desmond. Now, there are 3 things that you need. You need wood for fire, i.e. heat in the system. You need food for humans, these things. And you also need electro power or electro waste, which will allow you to upgrade systems, i.e. the battery, that will upgrade at 8. You also use that for your, let's call it, repairs, yeah. More like pain in the asses. So, whom do we want on the lumber job? You're about halfway, just over that. Right, good. You're crap at that, and you don't even have that. That is food production. That is lumber. That's food production. That's electro waste. How good are you at electro waste? You're not that good. So Jacob will go on to lumber. Kate will go into food production. And Desmond will go on to collect electro waste. Now, that's over here, here, and here. That's all three of them. That's lumber, that's food, that's electro waste. The numbers on the right hand side are the maximum amount you can hold at that time. Now, along with all of that, you have to use electro waste to upgrade the, what's that called? Power supply for the landing craft. You also have to do the left engine and the right engine, as well as prepare the signal beacon. There's a bit over here that expands. It's very 2.5 D or something like that. There's some things that are in front that you can't touch, and then there's things that you can touch. This is your weather system, -21. So basically, it's as cold as the Arctic Circle or Scotland. Yeah, that's a thing. This will be electro waste, as well as this. Electro waste is anything that is electro and waste based. This is a thing, don't know, never gotten there. I've only gotten to maybe day 8, I think, I don't know. This is your power generator. Slowly, and I presume quickly when I have 0 heat in this place, that will deplete. The power generator will need a bit of a repair, which does take electro waste. Why am I still paused? Because that all takes quite a bit, and I need a sip of my drink. Water. Something these fuckers don't need. Well, don't have. Right. Now that I've explained that, I have to explain something else. They all have individual needs. Rest and food. There's a reason we produce food. Because humans need food. Now, you also need all of these things like wood, food, and electro waste. So taking one person off of, let's say, lumber means it will be cold for, let's say, 5 minutes. Well, 5 minutes to them. 5 minutes to them could lead to impending doom on the hard mode. There's a fuck ton to this. So when they rest, or indeed go and eat, that becomes a bit of a bother. I should upgrade the food storage refrigerator, and I've already used that on battery. From what I have seen, played, kind of, the battery is the length that the power unit or power plant will hold energy before it breaks down. There's a metric ton of things to do. So, with that, I press space, much like FTL, and they wander off about as slow as Randy Orton. Whew, right. Hours tick by, not minutes. Days tick by, and it does get very, very cold. Now, Kate is the only one inside, and you'll see that they decide to stop when I hover over them. Zoom out so you can see broken things. That's food. Yeah, I need Desmond to fix that. The thing that I didn't explain, because I need them to work on things to do this, is while they're working, they seem to not really learn from their work. That's a bit of a problem. I think someone who should be working specifically on food should learn time after time how to produce food faster, more efficiently, basically, and produce more. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe that's not what the developer wants, but now I have 4 food, so anyone that needs food can have it. Now, Kate over here, oh, she's maybe learning a little bit. Or maybe that's just how much... that's how much it fills up to. Yes, that's how that works. So she can only produce 3 that time. Things. Desmond can only produce 2 or a little bit more electro waste. What's his face over here? Can only do a little tiny bit of lumber work. Right, on you go. Now, at night, things get a little bit colder, as they would, and that's when you really need power. Now, he's filing in some power. That's good. Do you need food? No. Do you need things? No. Are you doing well? Yes. How many does that need? 8. Oh, right, he's not put 8 in. Right, electro waste is a little... Basically, that's the optional one, as far as I've found. You can upgrade systems, preferably you want to. Now it's minus 22. That's still going. Let's hover over this. 6 hours left. Might want to bring him in for a bit. Yeah, his rest is getting a little out of hand. You doing well, Desmond? You just wandering back and forth? You would think with a bit of oomph behind him he would do things. Yeah, I don't think Kate is really learning anything as she's producing food, nor do I think Desmond back there is doing much either. You bastard! 1 more! Stick it in your pocket! So yeah, so far, very calm. Are you... yeah, how much does that have? 6 hours. 6 hours from there is 6 AM. Let's put you in there until 5. That gives you an hour to walk out. You are still doing your job, producing some good food. You're still good on that. You need rest next. So, as I was saying, the jobs don't produce any, let's call it, research into their field. So, you need people sitting here at the computer learning how to grow plants better, or collect waste better, or something like that. I know. It's more of a game mechanic than something that you would really want, but nonetheless, it's there. Shut up and enjoy it. So, that is currently being fixed and upgraded and whatever it's doing. You need a lot of rest. Go back there. Right, now we have electro waste paused for a second. You can go out and collect lumber because that only has an hour left on it. Unless you have some in your pocket, of which you didn't put in. You bastard. That's one thing that I think they don't implement well. If maybe just a check, I'm going to pause again. Maybe just a check in the code saying, hey, you're going past this unit. Maybe if you have extra bits in here, put them in. We could really use them. I've died to that once or twice. So, Jacob is now going out on a bit of a run. Kate can now eat a little. Over here we're going to check Jacob. He's fine on food. It's really just Desmond that needs rest, which is completely fine. Kate is doing her bit. We could send her to research. I'll let that slide on and we'll say it. Right. I'm surprised we didn't shatter into pieces when landing. No wonder when they gave the steers to mindless programmed fools, but finally, a sight for sore eyes. Old man, you imagined it well, and you finally got there, or got here. That's from Jacob. He's apparently a werewolf, or something. I don't remember. So, Jacob is back at the job, doing well. Right, Desmond he's doing okay. Not too well. I need 8 more to upgrade that to, dangerously low temperatures. So that has caused this to get a bit cold, which means Kate will get a bit cold, which means she'll need to rest sooner rather than later. When they're warm and they have food in them, they're less likely to need to sleep, as far as I know. They're very much like Sims, but a little less demanding of showers. So this might just start breaking in the next couple hours. We might want to keep an eye on that. Jacob over here is coming back, luckily, so the -20 temperatures is helping. You are doing fine. We can just wait a second. Right. Jacob put in a couple hours. That should do well for him while he's, away out. Right. Let's force Desmond to learn a little bit more about electro waste collection. I know. Collecting. Of all things. He needs to learn how to do that. So Kate might need to rest soon, which is fine. Jacob over here might just have a bit of a problem. The trees do deplete, and you will go deeper in, which means a longer walk. Bit of a pain in the ass, that. That's why you should upgrade the systems, which is a little annoying, because you're trying to repair things. You're trying to repair all of these systems, so upgrading this to have 40 instead of 20 is a bit of a bother. How are you on electro waste? You're doing a bit better, but you could do a lot more. Let's just watch him get a little bit better until someone gets a little antsy. Right, I can now add a space capsule to my CV. It wasn't a bad... Oh, right. It wasn't as bad as the simulators. I must focus now. I'm doing everything for the first time and don't want to screw it up. Or screw up anything. Right, so Kate is still going strong. Jacob over here is coming back with wood. And Desmond needs to hurry his ass up with this learning how to pick up waste. Right, so that should do well. You're still fully healed, you're still doing well. Over here, the weather station needs a couple bits of electro waste, which Desmond will now go out and collect. Yeah, he now has a bit of pace behind him, but time is ticking by a little bit faster than you'd hope. So he's collecting all of that. Jacob, how are you? You really need to have... Whoa, no. Do that first. And pause. Yeah. When they start glitching out like that, having graphical glitches, that's when to get them... Oh, that's going to take damage now. 9 hours from 4, so that's... Right. Midnight plus 9. Right, add 4 onto that. That would be about midday. Midday 1. Let's say 11. Let's try and go for... No, I need to feed him first. Oh, bollocks. Right, I might wake him up about 9. Oops, 17. You're doing well, my man. You're doing very well. Good. Right, let's have a bit of a upgrade of that. Let's upgrade the food storage. No, not the food storage. Let's go for that now. So now we can store more wood and the such. Yeah, you might want to go eat first before having any more problems. You're doing fairly well. I can upgrade that as well. Good. And that's my power system dying, I think. Nope, that system's just dying. Great. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Shut up. Right. Kate is having a bit of a bother with some food. That's going for the haywire. Ah, heating. Heating has had a bit of a bother. How's everyone? I know this is a bit laggy out here, but this is how I see things. You. Why are you mad? Oh! Right, now I see why you're mad. Yeah, go on. Have a bit of food. Good. Then go sleep for a bit. How's Kate? You need to go have food production. You really need to hurry up with this whole heating thing. Right. No, I need you to sleep first. Right, hold on. What fools for not noticing the planet has been fit for settling for decades now. Good one. Just No, and no. No research in this area. Time to roll up my sleeves, get dirty, and take responsibility for this myself. Cool. He's having a bit of a tantrum. Could you... Yeah, have a bit of a work at your job. How's everyone? You're good, you're good, you're good. Right. You might want to zoom out a little bit. There's a little bit of lag, but I only get that while recording. I don't know why. So you're filling that up. What else do I need? That has 40. They're perfectly fine. What does this need? 16 to upgrade. What does this need? 16. I'm presuming everything, apart from electro waste, will need 16. Good. So, Jacob is now walking a little bit further than he really should, so let's get him to research lumber, because it's a bit daunting when you start having to walk further but getting the same amount. You're walking further but not really gaining anything from it, so yeah, it might be worthwhile working on that. Food is going well, but Kate needs to eat. Yes. How are you? You're doing well at this lumber job. Let's send you out to collect more lumber while you faff about there. You've collected everything there. Good thing you've upgraded your collection. Oh, that's got a bit bigger. Good. Speed up, you tart. Come on. Ah! Okay, that sounds like a big problem. Is that... Nope. Is that... the system? No. But it does predict what will be coming the next day, which is good. I think that's the next day. I don't know. Right. Upgrade the battery power, because that seems important. We don't want to lose power. Lack of energy is doing things. How much does that cost? 6. You better hurry your ass up. So, when we have no system power... No! We gonna die. So, while I was looking at Kate and Jacob on their things, we didn't look at Desmond to see how well he was doing. So, yes. Could you by chance... No, you don't have anything. Oh, balls. I'm gonna be buggered. Right, could you please go collect some tiny, minuscule bits of... like 2 bits. Just collect 2 little bits and we'll be fine. Don't die, 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 don't die. Eee, that's your dead friend. Oh, you bollock! Kate, do you mind eating your dead friends? No? Well. Do 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 do. Yep. You can actually make your friends into food in space. Little known fact. Right. You can't learn anything because, well, I presume you can't learn anything. Oh, you can. How? You're getting very cold, which means you're losing energy, which means, oh, balls. Good. Go collect all the bats so we can have power. You're going to be cold and you're going to die to hypothermia, but please, please, please just don't die in the same bloody spot. I beg of you. Ah, you're gonna die right there, aren't you? Well, on the journey back. Come on. 2 feet in the door. No. And there goes Kate. A very, very hard game indeed. Harder when you're trying to explain it. Anyway, I'm going to go walk into the desert of Mars and die myself. See you next time. Ta-ra. Bollocks. Why do I always die? Oh yeah, I'm a bit shit.